Just waiting for my fellow commentator to return to the session, and we will get things back up and running here momentarily.
Feeding your family just got a whole lot.
Okay. XRL admins are going through very briefly and attempting to make sure that everything is back squared away and running. As soon as that's complete, we will potentially go ahead and proceed with the start of Q1. We just ask that you give us a couple moments to make sure that things are sorted out. Again, also waiting on Young Maneuver, my co-commentator, to rejoin the session. We do apologize for the delay. A little bit to note. The past couple of races that have been run in the XRL family of leagues have been wet for some portions of the race, so it's a good chance that we may also see wet conditions for either the entire race or a good portion of it today. And that's sure to affect driver setup choices and tire strategy choices for today as well. Definitely some potential interesting things could happen. And Flavor, I do see you in the chat as well. Good afternoon. Hope that you do have a good race today. Jeebus John, I see you in the chat as well. Good afternoon. Okay, and I do now see drivers readying up in the lobby, so it does appear that we are now getting underway. All right, and I'd like to welcome my co-commentator, Young Maneuver, back into the commentary box. Welcome back. Don't forget to include your audio.
Alright, I'm back. I forgot to have my headphones back on. I didn't hear anything.
No worries, no worries. As I was saying to those of you watching the stream, interesting little technical glitch we had there, but we are now back underway and getting ready to get Q1 started.
I haven't seen a dev race in so long, so this is going to be exciting to watch for sure.
Yeah, for the longest time, Dev also had the moniker of being the Death League. Although we've seen a lot of drivers come out of Dev very rapidly advance into some of the top tiers of the XRL. Fable being one of them. Gusty, another big name to watch. And something interesting, a recent addition to XRL, Nath X, one of the F1 drivers attempting to make a name for himself. He's got a lot of pace from what I've seen in the races that he has done.
Let's see who's gonna pull the trigger first and go on out.
And it looks like a Mercedes and an Alpine are going to be first out of the gate here. That appearing to be. Let's take a look here. That's going to be the Mercedes of Dad Stop Gaming is going to be first on the track. In terms of the Alpines, that is going to be Twitch Boris is going to be the first one out of the gate. Mantic Meerkat coming out as well, in addition to PRUFC 1012. We're going to
It's a
go
very
ahead
long
and
game.
yeah, we're going to go ahead and follow on board first with. We're going to go ahead and follow on first with PRUFC 1012 on his outlap.
So it looks like Twitch Boys is the one up front, but followed behind by Dad's Not Gaming, Stop Gaming.
Okay, Twitch Boris coming across the line to start his hot lap. We're going to go ahead and go on board with him. Take a look at his telemetry as well.
It's always interesting to watch how other people take certain lines and stuff. This bar needs to get out the way.
Indeed, and that's going to be the Fable.
Give him a little toe there.
And Twitch is going to come across the line with a 104.252. We're going to go ahead and drop down to Fable now. CVT needed to clear out of it. That could be a potential blocked hot lap. Manic Meerkat posting a 104.817. PRUFC posting a 105.055, followed by Dad Stop Gaming with a 105.092, 400ths of a second separating those two drivers. Herbinator posting a 105.121. And Fable posting a 103.929. Coming down to FGE Hakkinen, appearing to move very slowly. Looks like he potentially invalidated his lap. Riding on board with Gusty now.
Yeah, I'm noticing a lot of guys aren't using the whole track. I feel like on a track like Austria, using the whole track is pivotal. Using those curbs to have a wider line through some of these fast left-handers.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially coming into turns 1 and 3. I've learned through my time racing this track that coming into those corners, you want to open them up as wide as possible to enable you to take a lot smoother line through.
No, and with these setup of cars, these curbs can definitely limit and mess your lines up too. But on some of these corners, it's almost necessary for you to mount those apexes, because whether they'll give you a extra rotation or just help you with a good line. Especially like turn
Absolutely.
one, you can take a lot of curve on that. But if you hit it wrong, you're spinning around.
Now Hakkinen down here in P14 for the moment with a very interesting strategy, opting to come out on the medium tire compound to start out. Do we think he could potentially be setting up for a medium to soft tire strategy?
No, I think what he's doing is he's probably just trying to use this to practice his first qualifying. So he's doing some mediums. He's done 3 laps on them so
Gotcha,
far.
gotcha.
I mean, he's P14 now, so if push comes to shove, he can get into a groove, find his line, find his breaking points and all that. Slap on the softs and be good.
Yeah. Mask now posting a 103.885 to knock Fable off pole. But as I heard it said once somewhere, placing first in Q1 is like scoring 100% on a practice exam.
Is that my new phrase that everybody should start using?
That is your new phrase that everyone's gonna start using. I was actually a little tickled when I read that from you for the first time.
Because I mean, there's a lot of people who are quick on one lap, but when the race comes around, where are you?
Indeed. We're gonna drop down to Nathex here, currently holding on to P18 in qualifying. See what he's able to do here. Looks like a near invalidation coming into the final complex of corners, but he's going to come across the line with a 103.470, which is going to catapult him to the top of the grid.
It's a solid lap for sure.
Absolutely. Coming down now to Ocean Lion in P17. Looks like he may have sustained a little bit of damage or was trying to let another driver through. Yeah, he's just letting drivers through at this point.
Yeah, that's not really a good spot to. I understand what you're trying to do, but that's not a good spot to put your car.
Absolutely, especially coming around that blind apex, drivers are not able to see you and risking a potential collision. Coming down to Schumacher at the bottom of the grid as he's coming around for the next complex of turns. His lap looking he has actually invalidated his lap. Oh, little bit of an incident on track, and that is going to be. See if we. That's going to be the Aston Martin of Valache. Looks like he spun around. Definitely appearing to be having some noticeable problems here.
Oh my goodness, yeah, another who that is.
Twitch now 3/10 up on his lap as he comes around for the final corner, and he is invalidated as well.
Like I said, it's not a lot of leeway in for these laps to get validated. So it's really important to keep your car on the track there to the best of your ability, especially in the race.
Absolutely, and with past races this week here at Austria being under wet conditions, these drivers are going to be definitely challenged to put down some solid laps. because we've seen quite a few races go from wet to dry at the drop of the hat. So setup's also going to play a critical role today. Going to X hits the spot in P16. His previous lap would have been a 104.3 had he not also invalidated, and Nath X has managed to improve his lap to a 103.470. PR UFC 1012 also on a hot lap, coming into a little bit of traffic. Looks like that may be an Alpine or a Mercedes ahead.
If I was Nath, I would stay in. I wouldn't use any more tires than I have to. I mean, you're 4/10 up on P2. It's only Q1.
Absolutely.
Like you're more risk is being taken than necessary.
All he's doing at this point is just putting unnecessary laps on those tires. CVT on a hot lap, coming very close to Aqua Ninjas. Aqua Ninjas is going to need to clear. Clear out of. Actually, no, he's on a hot lap as well. He's on 3-lap old soft tire compound. Kind of makes me ask the question what his thought process is right now, because it seems like he's impeding CVT here just a bit, and CVT runs wide. Aqua runs very wide off track. CVT is going to come around for a 104.197, 3/10 down on his previous lap. Coming down to Alley 89 CZ, up 200ths on his lap. Ultimately coming in 3/10 up on his lap. That's going to put him up into P5. Following back to. All right, and Nath now posting a 103.149, gapping CVT by 7/10 of a second. We're going to ride on board with Zola here, see what he can do coming in behind Alley.
To use all that slipstream as possible. It's also going to hinder him here, though, in this turn. This is going to be in that dirty air.
Absolutely. But Zola wise to take advantage of that slipstream, as that could very easily catapult him into the top 3 if he can take adequate advantage of it.
Yeah, but I like not to get out of the way on this backstretch here, as he does.
And Zola looking a bit wobbly as he comes through the final corner, but he is going to come up into P4 with a 104.122, putting him in a bit. Absolutely. I think he gets another solid lap in here. He could challenge Fable for P3.
Yeah, he doesn't have the ERS to do it though, but unless he can make it back around in time.
And looks like Zola may be thinking about abandoning that lap just a bit, as earlier mentioned, he doesn't have enough ERS to be able to make full advantage of that. And CVT yielding the racing line to Zola.
Yeah, I think you should have took this cool down a little bit slower. The soft tires on this track are very, very, oh, he's pitting.
Yeah.
I guess he's probably gonna retire then.
Yeah, I've seen the soft tire compound typically start going down about 7 laps in, running them much more than much more than about nine laps in a 50% distance, you kind of start flirting with disaster a little bit.
Yeah, but qualifying, you want to have the fastest tires you can, and on the softs, there was a lot of performance quickly, even though they'll last. A lot of the
Oh, and HRU Bago is around in Sector 1. He'd be wise to let this traffic through before he tries to come back on track. Coming down to Hakkinen,
Schumacher up 7th.
Right. Hakkinen coming around onto the main straight. He's going to drop a 104.064, 5/10 up on his lap, and he's going to knock Zola out of P4.
Ocean not going fast enough, only gets up to P17.
So right now in the drop zone from P16 we have PRUFC 1012, Ocean Lion in P17, Level 6 Beastian in P18, Flavor in 19th, and X Hits the Spot in 20th. Oh, and Dad Stop Gaming has lost traction coming out of turn 1. That's going to definitely impair his lap. He's got just under a minute and 45 to get around and hopefully get another lap started.
Beastian's doing his best lawnmower impression right now.
Oh man.
Call him John Deere.
Well, this has certainly been an interesting Q1. One of the most interesting that I've seen in recent weeks.
I feel like the Dev League will always give you that interesting qualifying, interesting race, because it's like watching college football versus NFL. They're still young, they're still gonna make mistakes, so it's gonna be a little bit more interesting. They're more aggressive because they feel like they have nothing to lose or something to prove. Whereas the higher up in the tiers you go, within those tiers there's a pecking order of people that you have a chance against, and who you don't have a chance against. And sometimes you'll race hard against people you have a chance against than you will against other individuals.
Absolutely. And we're going to ride on here momentarily. We're going to ride on board with X Hits the Spot, who has yet to post a qualifying time, sitting down here in P20. As the clock ticks down in Q1 with now just 15 seconds to go, he is on a hot lap. We'll see what he can do if he can manage to pull himself up out of the drop zone here. Looking very strong coming into Sector 3. We'll see what he's able to do here. And X Hits the Spot is going to come across the line with a 104.372 to bring himself up into Q9. That is unfortunately going to drop Flavor down to P20. So it's looking right now like our drivers in the drop zone are going to be Dad Stop Gaming, PRUFC, Ocean Lion, Level 6 Beastian, and TIR Flavor will not advance to Q2. Once we hit the post qualifying screen, Young, if you'd want to run us through the top 15 going into Q2.
All right, so at the top with 103.1, we have Nath X, followed by CVT Mask, followed by Fable. Is that Ollie? Is that an I? That's I. Ollie 89. Oh, it's going fast. So the time going slow already. HGE Hakkinen, Zola, the H guy, Switchboards, Schumacher, Exit marks the spot. That's their top 10. I can't get to the other 5. They rate up so fast.
Yeah.
I'm not used to them rating up so fast. Usually they.
Yeah, it does have a tendency to run a little quick.
Then it's Gusty, Blanche, Aqua Ninja. I didn't see who was 15th. Manic Meerkat. These guys comes up with some very interesting names.
That they do. The kind of funny the story of how I came to change my gamer tag to XRL Raptor. I had actually been binge watching the Jurassic Park and Jurassic World movies that day, and I just figured, what the hell.
I have a friend who called me Young Maneuver because I was the youngest one in the group, but I was one that always had like all the moves.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. And Twitch Boys in the Alpine coming out to start his outlap. Also out on track right now are XRL Gusty and Manic Meerkat.
I wonder if he is a Valtteri Bottas fan as he has 77 in his name.
Indeed, it's good strong possibility and good strong possibility here. Also coming out now is Aqua Ninjas. We're gonna ride on board with Gusty.
Do you think his name is Twitch Forest because he's on Twitch or because he's twitchy?
Don't know. Don't know, to be 100% honest. Interesting of note this session, we're looking at Velace on the medium tire compound, CVT Mask on the mediums as well, Nath on the mediums, Manic Meerkat and Aqua Ninjas on the mediums as well. I'm suspecting that these are drivers that may potentially start the race with a medium tire strategy. The majority of the field opting to stay on the soft tire compound.
Yeah, give the pace medium's the way to go in my opinion. I feel like that opens up doors. But then again, you know that early safety car, if you're on the softs and you can get some spots real quick for the safety car. That's always helpful.
It's kind of been my experience though a little bit that the mediums seem to be a bit more just a bit more stable compound for Austria. You get a little bit better. You seem to get a little bit better turning response out of the mediums than you do opposed to the softs. And Twitch coming around for a 104.584. What's been your experience as far as the tire compounds around here? I mean, do you have a preferred compound that you like to run around here?
Not really. I feel like, you know, each tire has its own. I'm not gonna touch the hards. That's the last thing I'll touch. I haven't touched hards this whole entire game, besides maybe once, but that's because it was the only thing I had. But around here, I'd probably opt for medium, flap one. Only because you're going to be racing hard in the first few stints trying to get into it, and then those softs are going to die off quickly, especially if you don't have a safety car or anything like that.
Absolutely.
So
And running down the timing sheet here real quick, Aqua Ninjas has posted a 104.322. Gusty 200's behind with a 104.342. Alley 89 with a 104.508. Manic Meerkat now posting a 104.211 to knock Aqua Ninjas out of the top slot. We've also got Gusty with a 104.342, Alley with a 104.508, and Twitch rounding out the top five with a 104.504, riding on board with Nath now as he rounds turn one. Or sorry, turn three. I apologize. Facing a little bit of traffic from Manic Meerkat, who yields the racing line to him.
Yeah, I definitely think medium is the way to go.
Yeah, I have a feeling that for XRRL, that's going to be my go-to as well, especially in a full distance race. It does seem like that the medium compound would be the way to go. Nath posting a 103.673 on the medium compound to bring him up into P1. Coming down to P9, FGE Hakkinen as he comes around turn 1 on his hot lap.
I'm just waiting to see how Fable responds to that 1036, see if he can, and all accounts.
And CVT Mask has started his outlap. I have a feeling that Fable may be kind of slipping on us a little bit. I don't think he's unleashed his full potential yet. We may see a surprise out of him today.
And Nath could always be just a Super Saturday kind of guy, those do exist.
Nath certainly showing us a little bit of that Super Saturdays. He's now posted a 103.219, undercutting Manic Meerkat by a full second. Hakkinen with a 104.272.
CVT Mask is about to start his lap.
All right, we'll go right on board with him.
Along the Mercedes. That should be good around this track.
CVT taking a perfect line through turn 1.
It's pronounced Nath, by the way.
Nath. Gotcha.
Like Nathan. I wonder if his name's Nathan.
That's possible.
Twitch Boys going up P2, closing that gap down to 7 tenths, which is still ridiculous.
Yeah, he's gonna have a bit of a fight on his hands today if he wants to mount any kind of serious challenge to Nath. Though with some of the runs in qualifying that I've seen him put down, I don't see that as being out of the realm of possibility. And Nath feeling pretty complacent with that time as well, as he has retired from Q2.
Yeah, I would feel comfortable as well with that time.
And CVT unfortunately invalidating his lap, as he would have been on for a 103.7, which would have put him into P2.
Fable is on these softs, but it looks like he's about to pit.
Oh yeah, he is coming in.
Probably gonna slap some mediums on.
Yeah, Zola coming around. Let's see what he puts down on the medium compound. He's going to drop a 104.357, good enough for P7.
Still coming down to zone, though, because you still have Fable, got Mask, so he's going to want to either hope that he finishes 11th. He did through the medium, so he wants to finish 10th.
Now with just over 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in Q2, we're riding on board with X Hits the Spot, currently sitting in the drop zone at P11 on the medium compound. We'll see what lap he puts down.
I think is he on a flying lap?
He
doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty certain to knock Herbinator out of P10 based on the way this lap is shaping up. And X hits the spot's going to drop a 104.381, good enough for P9. Alley now holding on to P10 with a 104.396. Riding on board with Schumacher in P5, 2 seconds down on his lap at the moment. Coming a little bit wide.
It's gonna be interesting to see if anybody decides to throw on some softs and come out. There's still plenty of time.
Well, at this point, it's kind of stuck in my mind with Nath holding on to 103.219 it would almost certainly have to be a soft tire runner that would have any possibility of getting beneath that time to unseat him from P1. Coming down to Ali in P11. Almost 2/10 up on his lap, coming through sector 2, looking extremely strong. Ali could potentially be the one to do it if he can just maintain this lap as he comes into the final corner, looking very strong here. He's going to drop a 104.258, which is going to be good enough for P4. Coming down to Fable now in P14 and in Sector 2. Okay, we're going to post a 106.684. Something must have happened on that. Well, it looks like he did suffer an invalidation. Now with CVT Mask, who's holding P15. Drivers in the drop zone at this point are going to be X Hits the Spot in P11, XRL Veloce in P12, Herbinator in P13, Fable in P14. And CVT Mask in P15. Both P14 and P15 have not yet posted times. CVT coming around into the final corner. Looks like he's going to drop a 103.603, good enough for P2.
Importantly, still 3/10 behind Nate there on the medium. So if Nate has this pace come race time, it's going to be definitely something.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's gone if he's got it. And Fable coming up into P3 with a 103.813 on the medium compound. 7/10 off of Nath. Top 3 starting to look really interesting. CVT just needs to be able to post that same time on the medium compound if he wants to have a snowball's chance of challenging Nath. And I see Nath now posting in the chat that the mediums are 5/10 slower than the softs. So it's kind of what we're saying up here in the commentary booth, being pretty much an accurate I'm sorry, I can English today, I promise. A pretty accurate representation of what we can expect. Nath, though, has proven through both Q1 and Q2 that he does have the pace to be a very serious contender today. Once we do get into race time, so hats off to Nath for posting some absolutely amazing laps.
Just can't have any mistakes. No one mistake, you're in the wall. You know.
Indeed.
I know you have a close relationship with that wall.
I do. But I've actually done really well the last couple races. Have managed to keep it out of the wall, keep the mistakes to a minimum, and the result has been 2 podiums. Hopefully that'll get extended to 3 today. But as with Austria, as with any track, anything can happen. And now with just 60 seconds remaining in less than 60 seconds remaining in Q2, we're gonna. Oh, and X Hits the Spot has struck the wall.
Well, it sounds like he found his X and he hit the spot.
I see what you did there. Riding on with Herbago 91, currently holding on to a 104.361 on the soft tire. Actually, on the appears that he's on the medium tire compound. Actually, I'm getting conflicting information. Telemetry says he's on the medium. Timing sheet says he's on the soft tire compound.
It's really important to know, though, that these are the tires for the top 10. So people like Schumacher You have 3-lap old mediums. Like that's gonna be.
And Herbago going to come up into P7 with a 104.110. Back to you.
I know Zola's probably a little upset saying that he retired pretty early and on there in P15.
Indeed, indeed. Well, all right. Looks like our drop zone for Q2 is going to be Aqua Ninjas, XRL Gusty, Zola X hits the spot, and Herbinator will not be advancing into Q3. But Zola pretty much being guaranteed a P13 start. Now I have seen what he's capable of doing from the midfield, so I would not count him out of this yet.
Like I said, you know, you've been saying it the whole time. Anything is possible.
Absolutely,
So
and we've seen that time and time again here.
yeah. It's definitely these tire choices are gonna make it interesting for sure. Now we're about to go to the best shootout, Q3.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna kick it over to you momentarily. I've got to step away for just a moment.
Good thing they can't see my screen. But your top 10 advancing: Nath, CVT Mask, Velace, Fable, Touchboard, Schumacher, H-Guy, Manic Meerkat, Ollie89, and FGE Hakkinen. With Aqua Ninja, Gusty, Zola, X hits the spot, and Herbinator all being eliminated here in Q2. Everything to play for now. This is where it really matters. This is where everybody drops their pants and sees what everybody's working with, in the words of Chris Corner.
Oh, yep, that will be a good setup. And you know, one thing I realized that we did not do, we never mentioned what the forecast was going to be for today's race. We'll see if we can get that figured out for you.
I think it's all dry. No, Zola said it, all dry.
Okay, so we are under dry conditions for the duration of today's race. So Q3 we're coming into this with XRL Velace, FGE Hakkinen, Fable, CVT Mask, Twitch Boris, Nath, Herbago 91, Manic Meerkat, Ali 89, and Schumacher. And starting to see the first cars coming out for Q3. We'll go ahead and get our telemetry up and running here.
Leading the charge.
All right, so we'll go ahead and get on board with Manic here. Now Q3 here is where Manic's going to need to push that Red Bull to the limit and hopefully get himself to the top of the grid. I'm expecting to see significantly better times out of Nathan Q3, as now the track has been very well rubbered in. Track temperatures continuing to heat up the further we get into this session, so there should be absolutely just minimal issues with traction out of these turns. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. And Flavor saying in the stream chat, thank God that it's dry conditions. Good luck in Q3 to everyone. He says this will be good. I'm inclined to agree with you there, Flavor, because because Q and Q3 is where we've seen a lot of interesting things happen. Manic Meerkat coming into Sector 3 now on the soft tire compound. This is looking like it's going to be a good one. I'm projecting a 103.2. Oh, 104 dead for the fastest lap of qualifying.
My man's 8 tenths off.
Oh wow!
I'm ready. 103.2, 104.
Yeah, I was looking at his exit out of the final turn. It looked like he had hooked up really well. Schumacher dropping a 103.7, good enough for pole. Manic Meerkat
going to be like 102 something.
Would you be bold enough to call 102.7 for pole out of Nath based on the way he's running Q1 and Q2?
I'd say 102.8. But then again, you never know. How is that not invalidated?
I know, right? I know. Oh, wow. Significant traction issues coming out of the final...
I was about to say, one of those had to be invalidated, because that was like... I guess FAA aren't watching, but that's fine.
Yeah, he would have been on for a 103.7. Coming down to Fable now.
Yeah, I'm about to watch around with Nate as he's coming up to the final 2 turns.
Yeah, Flavor in the stream chat calling for a 102.8 from Nath, and certainly looking like he's capable of it as he comes storming towards the line, and he's going to drop a 102.976.
That's that 108, 109.
Nath calling out to the other. Nath calling out to the other drivers. Catch me if you can. All I can say is thank God he is not racing in XRRL today.
Why are you scared of a challenge?
Let's see. And we're going to come down to Herbago in P7 on a hot lap in the Alpine on the soft tire compound. Previous best time is 104.040. Zola saying in the stream chat that Nath will be able to play with the X1 boys soon. Mike also not thinking that Nath will be able to better that 102.9. Flavor saying stick him in a Kia and put him on track. Fiend coming back with put him in a Fiat Panda. Just give him one of the little smart cars and put him on track, and he'll still win this thing.
Well, yeah, because Fiend's gonna spin it and spin it to all like he always does.
Ooh, shots fired! Shots fired. F3 car, he'd probably still be on pole.
Give that man a bicycle. It doesn't matter if he's racing. Fiend. Fiend's gonna bin it. That's what Fiend does.
Yeah.
He's a binner.
Wonder how he'd do on a skateboard. Alright, riding on board with CVT Mask now, currently holding on to a 103.870 in P4. Just over 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in Q3.
Mask coming around final 2 right-handers. Sure you don't get too wide on that.
Mask going to drop a 103.480, 2/10 up on his previous best. That's going to put him up into P2, getting really squirrely out of the exit of turn 1.
Almost taking out Nate there. Nate's saying he'd fall off and break his elbow if we were trying to get him a skateboard.
He's like Chesney Hawks on a skateboard. That's awesome.
If anything, Manic Mirror should be trying to give his teammate a toe, even though he doesn't really need it.
All right, we're gonna follow on with the Red Bull of Manic Meerkat here. I would the way he's run, I'd honestly like to see him up into the top 5 for this start, because Manic actually battles really well once he does get up to the front of the grid. It's just a little bit of the problem he's had is if he starts in midfield or below, he typically has problems getting through the traffic to get into position where he can fight with the leaders. But again, definitely, I wouldn't count any of these drivers out the way they've been running today, because we've actually seen some really solid laps. I think the race will be really interesting.
No, I'm counting Zola out in his avocado car. I would say something else, but obviously we're streaming.
Gotcha.
I'll tell him later.
Oh, and what's happened here? Manic Meerkat going way off, sir. Looks like he was letting Allie through.
Well, looks like Nathan has abandoned his lap, so let's see if he does another. Yep, he's about to do another hot lap.
Alright, coming right on board with him. Let's see what he's able to do. Just over 90 seconds remaining in Q3. This will decide the starting grid. As of this point, it looks like it is going to be Nathan Pole.
Yeah, he said purple sector 1.
I'm gonna call him for something in the mid 102.7s. The way he's running right now, very strong into sector 3. He's going to come across with a 102.889, bettering by 900ths of a second.
Then I say the beginning of Q3 is gonna want a 102.8.
You did. All right, and coming down. All right, these drivers with less than 30 seconds to complete the hot laps are on. We could still see a little bit of a shuffling of the grid here.
Yeah, it looks like Schumacher's on a lap right now. He's the next to come up to the finish line.
And he's 10th up on his lap right now.
He needs more than that to get up to Mask.
Indeed. Let's see what he can do. Little wobbly on the exit of the final corner. He's going to come across with a 103.786. Almost a 1/10 better.
Here comes
Fable coming
Fable.
around now.
Yep.
Fable's time suffering significantly as he's going to come across at minute 29. Velace now coming across the line.
No improvement.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Word from race controls. We will be going at 6:13 British time. Running down the order for the top 10 out of Q3. Take it, Young.
Okay, so what do you want me to do?
It's just run the grid.
Okay, got Nathan, CBT Mass, Schumacher, Fable, Flache, Irabago, Ali, Manic, Meerkat, Twitch Boris, and FGE Hakkinen coming into your top 10.
And all of those drivers will be starting on the soft tire compound. Nath definitely being the one to beat today with that 102.889, which is going to start him on the front of the grid.
They're not all starting on softs. Some of them starting on mediums. Pretty sure Nathan's starting on mediums.
He's actually locked in on the top 10, all starting on tires they qualified on.
Yeah, he qualified on mediums. Or did he go back on softs?
Yeah, he made another run in Q3 on the soft compound.
That's Q3, but they go off Q2.
Wait, do they?
Yeah, they go off Q2 for your tire choice, then they go off Q3 time. Q2 is what tire you start on in the beginning of the race, my guy.
Oh, I am so sorry. I don't realize how I missed that. All right, so it looks like looking at race director tire selection across the grid. Starting row one is going to be Nath and CVT Mask. Nath on the mediums, CVT on the soft tire compound. Coming back to row two, we have Schumacher SF7 and Fable 561, the Ferraris with a P3, P4 start, both of them on the medium tire compound. Coming back to row three, we have XRL Velace and Herbago 91, Aston Martin and Alpine respectively. Velace starting on the soft tire compound, Herbago starting on the medium tire compound. Coming back to row four, we have Ali 89 and Manic Meerkat 77, the McLaren and Red Bull drivers, both of them starting on the medium tire compound. Row five, we have Twitch Boris and FGE Hakkinen, Alpine and Alfa Romeo. Twitch starting on the medium tire compound, Hakkinen starting on the soft tire compound. Back in row six, we have Aqua Ninjas and XRL Gusty, AlphaTauri and Haas, both starting on the medium tire compound. Row seven, we have Zola and X Hits the Spot, the Aston Martin and Haas drivers, both starting on the medium tire compound. Row eight features Herbinator 13 and Dad Stop Gaming in the Alfa Romeo and Mercedes, both starting on the medium tire compound. Row 9, we have PRUFC 1012 and Ocean Lion 8, the Williams drivers with P17, P18 starts respectively, both of them on the medium tire compound. Rounding out the back of the grid, we have Level 6 Beastian and TIR Flavor in the AlphaTauri and McLaren respectively, both of these drivers starting on the soft tire compound as well. What's your call going to be for potential pit stop strategies today?
One stop. They can definitely make the one stop. The medium runners can definitely make the one stop happen. The soft runners, some of them might elect for the two stop. That depends on safety cars as well. But maybe like a soft medium or soft medium soft. And then potentially for your medium guys, medium soft or medium soft. So it just depends.
Indeed. I mean, all it's going to take today is one, especially with especially with the tightness in the grid that we've seen in the top 10. All it's going to take is one safety car to put this thing on its ear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are roughly 90 seconds away from the start of this race. I just want to take a brief moment to say that everyone watching the Twitch stream, thank you for tuning in to today's dev race. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and smash that follow button, and if you would be so kind, throw a subscription our way as well. It's your subscriptions that help us keep the XRL alive. So if you could take a moment to show your appreciation and give us a subscription, it would be very much appreciated. I also want to give a shout out to the admins of the league that take the time to put these races together, do the standings, sort drivers into the league. We absolutely could not have the number of tiers we do and have things go the way they do without the admin team backing this. So a very big thank you to the admin team that makes this all possible. All right, and we've just gotten the word now from Race Control that we are going, and we see the timer now counting down. And Flavor, definitely a driver that we're going to be keeping our eye on today. We've seen him struggle in the qualifying sessions, but he has been able to pull off significant gains in races, so it'll be interesting to see what he does. Good luck to all these drivers.
Ooh,
all right,
here we
we've got
go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights.
And it is lights out, and away we go at the Austrian Grand Prix. Pulling out to an early lead, it's going to look like Nath coming to turn 1, followed by the Mercedes and the pair of Ferraris.
Back there?
Oh, looks like we have some contact back there, and that is going to be between... Not quite seeing who that's... and that's going to be Dad Stop Gaming has come off circuit. And that's going to bring out the yellow flags in Sector 1. Coming up to the front of the grid.
Oh my
Nath.
gosh. These guys are really squeezing it here. And P8 back. Oh, we got a retirement. Schumacher.
And Schumacher is gone. Schumacher is gone. Seeing a little bit of debris on the track. Sectors 2 and 3, not quite enough to bring out a safety car. Nath now pulling out to 1.3 seconds over CVT. Nath posting a 107.902 for the fastest lap of the race. Looks like Fable may be trying to get into a bit of a position to pull something off on CVT Mask. Closest fight on the track is going to be between Twitch Boris and XRL Velace coming into turn 3.
Comparative decent behind as he is on these softer tires, so he wants to try and create that gap as fast as he can.
Looked for a moment like PRUFC was trying to have a look on Manic Meerkat. He's now dropping back just a bit. Closest battle on track right now going on between Twitch Boris and XRL Velace coming into the turn. Oh, and Velace's around, and Twitch makes contact. Twitch makes contact.
Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Looks like there's not going to be any...
Little bit of a fight shaping up between Boris and Ali coming into turn 1. Ali thinking about a move, but he's going to back off for just a second. We have a yellow flag in sector 3. We have it looks like that was looks like that's
so far down.
Beastian struggling as well.
JR Flavor trying to make a move on Man Meerkat, it goes wide. Oh. You got a nice little battle with for 12th here. As Flair loses 2 positions, that has to hurt.
Indeed, we're seeing 11 through 13th in a close pack here. Oh, X hits the spot, trying to have a little look on Meerkat here.
We have a nice DRS chain forming here from 4th back. It's Ollie holding everybody up on these mediums. Everybody behind him also on mediums.
Indeed, we see these drivers come storming down into turn 3. Meerkat's going to pick up a inside move from looks like it was Twitch made a little bit of an inside move on Gusty there to take P5, and coming out having a look at Allie coming into. Oh, a little bit of contact. Very closely contested battle between Allie and Twitch right now. It looks like Twitch is going to get it for P4. Allie trying to fight back there just a little bit.
It's definitely going to be a prime overtaking.
Oh, and Twitch
here.
is around. Twitch is around and into the wall.
Hit that curb. You hate to see it, honestly. You hate to see it.
Indeed. Very hotly contested battle, which is unfortunately going to end up with Twitch into the wall, and that's going to force a pit stop from him. Still no safety car. Beastian's picked up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Nath now pulling out a 2-second gap on CVT Mask on the medium compound.
Yeah, those tires, the soft tires, are slowly going to start eking away. And I have the same amount of grip as the medium runners. So the last thing Nathan needs is a safety car or to be making a mistake.
Oh, Hakkinen had a little bit of a look on Allie here, and he's going to come up into P5, setting his sights on Gusty now. Allie taking another look at Hakkinen all over the back of him here. Nice little battle going on for P4, P5, and P6, and Gusty's going to come around.
Everybody seems to be losing it at that turn.
Indeed, they're
really unfortunate.
I'd say they're pushing these tires a little bit too hard, a little bit too early, and we're seeing the results unfold right before our eyes. Coming back to Herbago, Allie trying to have a little bit of a look at Hakkinen on the outside. Hakkinen able to defend, but we're going to come up take a look at Allie as he pulls alongside on the medium compound, and he's going to take P4.
And importantly, he should have DRS here too, so he's going to be able to get that little bit of a bigger gap. Oh no, he doesn't get it.
Indeed. Coming back to P11 here momentarily. PRUFC all over the back of Manic Meerkat there for a moment. Yeah, PRUFC fighting to get himself into a position to where he can have a look and a possible overtake on Manic here. X hits the spot in P9, trying to get a little bit of a run on Herbinator, closing to 0.5 of a second. He'll have DRS on the main straight. Could get a run at him. Herbinator now picking up a 3-second time penalty. X hits the spot, not going to have enough on him. So we're going to come up to P5. FG Hakkinen making a run. Look out to the right side on Allie, and he's going to take him into turn 1 for P4. Allie fighting back on the outside, and he's going to take the position back. These drivers wheel to wheel now. At least they were for a moment. Oh, and out of nowhere, Herbago is going to slip past Hakkinen for P5. Very interesting battle starting to form up for P4 through P6. Herbago getting all over the gearbox of Hakkinen, certainly giving him a run for his money. What's happened? Oh, and Allie's off.
Same spot. about like 4 cars not that
Oh
separated
my.
there.
Oh my. This race definitely heating up. Herbago's staying all over the back of FGE Hakkinen. He's gonna have DRS on him. Are we gonna see the run to the inside? He's gonna pull out to the inside. He's gonna hold his line. He's
Yeah,
not
he's
quite
DRS
gonna
though.
get him.
Those soft tires coming towards the end of the
Herbago's
race
gonna
then.
slip into the inside towards the entry to turn 3. Is he gonna hold him?
No, he has it. Rocco's gonna open up the gap here.
Indeed. Coming back to Herbinator in P8, trying to have a little bit of a look on X hits the spot here. Oh, TIR in P14 looking to make a little bit of a try to make a little bit of a move on Gusty here.
All Flavors finally trying to make some moves.
Yeah, and that's something that we've wanted to see from Flavor all season to put himself in position to where he's able to make those moves, gain positions, consistently move himself up the grid. If he's able to do that, we could potentially see him in a top 10 finish. Nath now posting the fastest lap with a 105.559. Oh, and what's happened here? Gusty's out, and Ocean Line is off track. And I believe that may be enough to. That's still not going to bring out a safety car.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where
And
Gusty was, but
Manic's going to come into the pits for a wing change, and just how we were saying a minute ago, TIR has managed to come up into P10, so he is in the points now.
Aqua is facing the wrong way, and this is a very sketchy position because it's a blind turn.
Indeed,
Luckily,
he's
there's
having
no
some
cars
problems
coming, but
with
he needs to hurry up and
tractions. He's on the hard tire compound. Those hards heated up as drivers are going to come around him now. What is he doing?
he's just trying to stay out the track because he's trying to stay out the car's way.
Coming
But
up to Herbago in P5, looking to mount a bit of a challenge on FGE Hakkinen. It's closest fight on track right now.
These top runners only have a few more laps before they have to really contemplate boxing.
Indeed. All right, and Herbago managing to hold position very well against Hakkinen. The other close battle on track going on right now is going to be.
There's really not a lot of close battles right now. You have Herbago 5/10 behind Hakkinen. You have Dadstop Gaming almost a full second behind PRUFC.
Oh, wait, hold up,
Zola
Herbago looking to make a little bit of a run on. Herbago making to look a little bit of a run, and he's going to get Hakkinen for P4.
Hakkinen Zola are about to tangle here.
Hakkinen not willing to let that go. He's going to come to the inside on the entry to turn 3, but he's not going to get him. But he may get him on the exit as he does have the DRS. Hakkinen is going to retake P4. Meerkat and Zola tangling here for P12. Manic's going to pull out to the right-hand side and overtake Zola for P12. Dadstop Gaming and PRUFC getting into it here just a bit for P7.
This track is really important to make sure you utilize the ERS at the right time. So it's hard to get them.
Absolutely. Meerkat now looking to mount a challenge on X hits the spot in turn 5.
As far as penalties, right now we have Herbinator with 3 seconds, PRUFC with 6 seconds, X hits the spot with 5, Mac Meerkat with 3, Twitch with 3, Ali with 3, Beeshin with 3, and Aqua with 6. Those are the current penalties as of right now. Oh, with Latcha getting a 3-second, multiple warnings, track limits. It's going to be a big factor here at the end of the race. Still,
Herbago resuming the fight against Hakkinen for P4, 3/10 back.
Latcha getting close to the gearbox of doubt. He going to the inside. Almost took him out there. It's close.
See that. We'll ride on board with them for just a moment. And CVT coming into the pit lane, presumably to come on to the soft tire compound. Or no, looks like he had a drive-through penalty. Not sure what that would have been for.
No, he put on mediums.
Oh, he put on another set of mediums. I must have missed that somewhere. My apologies.
Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a medium soft. Medium soft.
Okay, Hakkinen looking to challenge Herbago for P3. He's got DRS with him on him. I don't think it's going to be enough before he gets to turn 5. He's going to bide his time, hang back for just a moment. May try to take him after turns 6 and 7.
The fact that Hakkinen is putting up a fight on these 12-year-old, 12-lap-old softs is definitely impressive. If the safety car comes on now, he's golden.
Indeed. Oh, and it looks like Fable has. I think it was Fable has struck the wall. No, that was not Fable. That's going to be Aqua Ninjas has struck the wall.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, with all this contact with the wall and drivers getting tangled up, we have still not seen a safety car. Dad Stop Gaming looking to mount a little bit of a challenge on XRL Velace as XRL Velace goes wide onto the DRS straight.
Yeah, but they still both have DRS, so he's not going to make up that much progress off that mistake.
Indeed. Velace having a look at PRUFC coming up to turn 3.
Go wide with hopefully the switcheroo tactic.
Oh, a little bit of contact in the back end.
A little bit there, yeah. Let's see if Dad Stop Gaming takes advantage of it. Oh no, Velace has plenty of ERS. He's not really worried.
He's
going
gonna get him on the inside. Oh, UFC holding. UFC's got him on the inside. Nope. Velace does a really good job of claiming the corner to deny the overtake. Hakkinen now up in P3. CVT looking to mount a little bit of a run on him. Herbinator and Herbago just fighting back and forth, but Herbago is going to go into the pits to presumably get off that hard tire compound. CVT overtaking Hakkinen for P3.
So if you can make your mediums last to the 20, 21, realistically you get those set of softs on and ride that to the end. It might be a little sketchy, but it looks like Velace and Hakkinen are able to manage themselves on these very old softs.
Indeed, we've been seeing some absolutely amazing things happening between these drivers. Very close battle between Velace and Dad Stop. A little bit of contact on the overtake, but Dad Stop is going to come into P6. Velace dropping down into P7. I don't think Velace is going to give that up very easily, as he's doing an absolutely fantastic job of staying on him. He's still got near full ERS available to him. Dad Stop back end stepping out a little bit on the entry into turn 7, and that may be enough for Velace to get into position to mount a run on him here on the main straight, and he's going to. He's not going to have it. He's not going to have it.
No, you don't want to overtake there. You want to overtake on this turn up here. That way you get.
Oh, and Velace's around.
Velace has bend it, but how did he not get? He didn't get any damage off of that.
Lucky man.
Ain't no way, bro.
Woo.
That's cap. He needs to pit. That's what he needs to do.
All right, we're gonna do a quick update on the time penalties here. Dad Stop Gaming has 3 seconds of time penalties. Velace with 3 seconds. Herbinator with 6 seconds. Manic Meerkat and PRUFC also both with 6 seconds. Twitch was 3 seconds. Alley with 9 seconds, and Level 6 Beastian with 3 seconds. It looks like X hits the spot. Had a spin also somewhere. Keeping our eyes on this fight between Herbago and Dad Stop Gaming. Herbago going to come up into P4. Dad Stop Gaming dropping down to P5. Dad Stop's going to have DRS coming through the kink here. Twitch Boris is going to pick up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And out of nowhere, Hakkinen is going to mount a move into turn 3. He's going to overtake Dad Stop Gaming. Hakkinen just been coming out of nowhere today with some of these moves, but Dad Stop not giving up easily. He's going to try to make the move on the outside. Hakkinen's going to hold fast, keep control of P5. Herbago's still holding on to P4, but these drivers definitely going back and forth with each other.
So in the front, it's interesting, 'cause I feel like Nate's going to stretch these mediums out to put out the softs. But CVT Max will still have to probably box again, 'cause I don't think he's going to be able to make those tires last. Anything from medium, so he's going to have to pit regardless. But he is gaining time pretty quickly to Nate, so Nate needs to pit here quickly before he gets too far behind when he pits.
The thing in my mind, if CVT is confident enough and he's bold enough to try to do it, he could potentially stretch those mediums to 24 laps, and he might have a shot. I'm willing to bet Nath is going to go to at least 21 laps before he's going to try to come in.
Yeah, at this point, that's what you have to do. You're going to have to... But you have to also give yourself enough time to actually mount an attack. And as CVT closes in, that gap's going to get bigger, and the bigger the gap, the more laps you're going to need. So
I'm just saying I don't feel like it's out of the realm of possibility for CVT to try something like that. And Nath may very well try the same thing. Hakkinen now posting the fastest lap with a 105.476. Closest fight on track is going to be between Herbinator and Manic Meerkat. And actually now
is 5/10 behind Beastian.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look at that now, closing the gap to 4/10.
Herbinator's making a move. Herbinator's about to make a move.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, a little bit of contact.
On the hard tires, he's a brave man.
Indeed, he is. But Manic Meerkat's going to get the DRS on Herbinator on those on 9-lap-old medium versus 2-lap-old softs, and Manic Meerkat is going to slide all nice and tidy into. That's it. Oh, I thought I'd. Wow. Duh. Dee. Herbinator holding back on the hard tire compound versus Manic Meerkat's 9-lap-old mediums. Ooh, Herbinator going a bit wide.
Is Fable, because if Fable can close that gap up to Mask's gonna have to box eventually.
Indeed, he
so
is.
Fable might be, unless no safety car comes out, Fable might be able to get P2. I don't think P1's in contention for him, but he definitely can get P2 if he closes that gap, keeps his pace up.
And Nath is going to make the move onto the into the soft tire compound, which at this point, the way the front runners are looking, I think if Nath can get out of the pit lane quickly enough, I think he has all but secured this. CVT may be forced to make that to make that stop, because I don't know that Nathan's going to be able to ride that soft tire compound all the way to the end.
Uh, it's gonna be a stretch, but we saw some people ride theirs 15, 16, so it's gonna be sketchy towards the end. He's just gonna have to make sure he clears this traffic quickly
Indeed,
and gets up to.
UFC making a move on Herbinator on the outside, and he's going to get it for P8. Herbinator looking to fight back. Looks like we're going to see a very bold move for a moment into turn 3, but I think at the last minute, Herbinator thought a bit better of it. It's probably a wise call on his part. Gap between Nath and and Mask is out. Mask is out, and that's going to bring out the virtual safety car. What happened to Mask is the big question.
Looks like he lost it at turn 1 with that tricky traction point.
Indeed, very unfortunate very unfortunate situation for Mask, because we were pulling for him to try to mount a challenge on Nath. Unfortunately, that is now not going to happen, as we are now under a full safety car, and that is going to shake up the complexion of this race most definitely.
I'd go throw on some softs. They can make it to the end.
I'm inclined to agree
if
with
anything,
you.
if you have a set of mediums, I would slap mediums on. That would probably actually be a smart move.
And Nath confirming that CVT did lose it in turn 1. I could potentially see the majority of this field coming on to the if I can get the word out, probably the medium tire compound. It looks like a lot of them are running to. So we now have 4 drivers out of this race, that being Twitch Boris, Aqua Ninjas, XRL Gusty, and Schumacher, as well as CVT, all gone from this race, down to 15 drivers now, as the field starts to form up behind the safety car. The gap that Nath had virtually gone now. And Flavor picking up a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. So Young, take us through potential strategies for the end of this race, and what would be your call for based on what you're seeing on track right now. And Ali has been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags under the safety car. Flavor getting a disqualification as well. X hits the spot, now disqualified. So this field rapidly shrinking now.
Well, we're getting close to everybody being able to get points. But for me, I think the move would be mediums. I think you're going to have just that little bit of a pace advantage towards the end. What the heck is going on here? This game is busted, bro.
What are you seeing?
Everybody's like, Fable's like not in first. Like, I don't know who that is. Oh, B-Shin is in P2. Okay.
Yeah, he's showing P11 on my Fable.
Okay, so that's why people are getting disqualified. They're trying to overtake the lap cars. So, ironically now, the only person, 2 people do not have penalties, and that's Nath and Zola.
We'll actually go ahead and take a look at those time penalties now. You were saying about Zola with no time penalties. Conceivably, if he could close enough of a gap, he could come away as the race winner. Is that kind of where we were going?
No, well, Nate doesn't have any penalties, so he could definitely get podium. But I think Nathan's gonna run away with this race
Okay.
unless the crazy crash stuff happens.
Indeed. And Fable has 10 seconds of time penalties. Positions 3 through 5, Hakkinen, Herbago, and Dad Stop Gaming, all with 3 seconds. Manic Meerkat was 6, PRUFC was 6, Herbinator was 6, Zola with no time penalties, Valache with 6 seconds of time penalties, and Bestium with 3 seconds of time penalties. And Flavor saying in the future go off track, and it will allow drivers to pass, and that's part of the reason why Flavor did suffer the disqualification. It's an unfortunate glitch in this game. If the driver that you are trying to overtake does have to go off track for you to be able to make that overtake and unlap yourself. And at this point, it's just considered good sportsmanship. If you have a driver behind you under safety car that's obviously trying to unlap himself, the right thing to do is just to very briefly go off track and allow them to make that overtake. To me, it's just good sportsmanship. And safety car will be coming in this lap.
This here's slowly gonna start backing the pack up.
Right, we're gonna drop back into position with Fable for this restart. Actually, we're gonna drop a bit further back. We're gonna go back to Hakkinen as this restart happens. Ocean Lion gonna have to get out of the way very quickly on this restart, and he does. We are back under race conditions. Dad Stop Gaming coming up into P3, Fable in P2. Significant fight forming up. Hakkinen going to pull out to the right-hand side on Dad Stop Gaming. He's going to get the overtake. Fable looking to mount a bit of a challenge on Nath here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Nate's about to pull away once they get into sector 2.
Indeed.
Where all the twisty bits are. That's where all the time's going to be on these stops.
All right, and with just 10 laps to go here at Austria, things definitely looking a little interesting. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Herbago's going to get a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Yeah, but he bent it.
And he is also out.
Oh, Ocean Line didn't have any penalties, so he too can another late safety car. That's a podium, but Zola needs to get a move on.
Nath now posting a 104. Herbinator with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, bringing him up to
learn how to not get penalties.
3-second time penalty to Dad Stop Gaming.
Some penalties aren't 100% your fault, but
indeed, closest fight on track right now is going to be between PRUFC and Dad Stop Gaming. Not really much of a fight. Zola mounting a little bit of a run on Valache here.
It seems like he has the fastest one. Where they can collect some team orders and tell Valache to let Zola by, or they can fight it out.
Zola right now, by virtue of time penalties, is looking fairly secure that he may finish this race P3.
Yeah, if he makes it past his teammate, that's clear that he has the pace.
Yeah, that's about the only thing standing in his way right now, is being able to get the overtake on Velace with 6 seconds in time penalties. I honestly don't see at this point why Velace just doesn't let him by.
Yeah, he needs to. But
And Ocean Lion is out. And that's going to bring out another safety car. So again, we're going to have the face of this race shaken up just a bit.
yeah, I mean,
Two safety cars in a matter of less than 3 laps.
you call them Ocean's 11.
I like it. I like it. All right, and Velace is going to come into the pit lane and cede that position to Zola. So now Zola at this point good for at least P3, barring a time penalty or the drivers ahead of him picking up any time penalties. He could potentially see P2 as well.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, they last 13 seconds, so P2 is a real possibility here for Zola.
And that would be one of Zola's best finishes of the season, as I recall. And PRUFC in AI, not quite sure why. May have been a little bit of contact between him and the car ahead. Remaining in AI, I believe, well past the 15-second limit prescribed by XRL rules. XRL rules, as many of you know, prohibit being in AI under safety car unless you are recording an incident. PRUFC now in AI for the majority of this lap. He could potentially be facing a race disqualification. As of right now, we have 8 drivers presently DNF'd and 2 disqualifications for those of you watching the stream. Fiend had asked the question in stream. Zola saying he's had a P3 finish. Honestly, looking for him to see P2 the way things are shaping up right now. Safety car will be coming in this lap, leaving us with, once the safety car comes in, leaving us with just 5 laps to go.
And then an hour after this, we got XRRL.
Indeed, that for those of you that are new to the stream, that is our full distance realistic performance tier, which both myself and Young Maneuver race in as well. So make sure you tune in just under 1 hour's time for that. Safety car is in, and we are back underway.
Let's go, Zola.
Riding on board with Zola. If he could just maintain what he's got, he's on for a P3 potential P2 finish, barring a severe mistake from Nath that would allow him to potentially walk away with the race win today.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Nath's been too consistent so far, but anything can happen. I mean, everybody's human.
Indeed, Zola trying to have a look on, trying to have a bit of a look on UFC here. Going to come to the inside. going tire to tire, looking at the inside line into turn 6, all over the gearbox of UFC. Come on, Zola. Come on, get him. Running a bit wide. Nath posting a 104.622 for the fastest lap. Zola keeping pace with UFC nicely, coming into turn 1. Runs a bit wide. Deploying DRS right now, trying to get that run on him. Possibly looking to the inside of turn 3. No, he's going to hold back. He's going to hold back just a moment. And he is
trying to get him.
Yeah, he is going to. Question is, does he have the juice to get the move done?
Yeah, he does.
And he does. He's going to slide into P5.
Oh. Lost it.
Oh, interesting. Can he claim the? Oh, little bit of contact. Little bit of contact.
Luckily enough, though, he needs to get past because Hackman only has 3 seconds.
And DRS has been enabled by race control.
I think that was the moment right there. I think it's a little bit more difficult now.
All right, here we go. Zola getting a phenomenal run coming into turn 3. Oh, and he's going to get him. Oh, almost spins it coming out of turn 3. He's got.
Yeah, he has it. He has it. Just make sure he's separating point. Now he needs to get back within 3 seconds. He's sitting at 4, so he really needs to close that gap at Ruski.
All right, with just 3 laps going, the big question on everyone's minds is, can he get it done? And that was a very nice move by Zola to get it done. I'm actually quite impressed with that. A little bit of a fight between Hakkinen and Fable up here for P2. Hakkinen looking to make the move coming into turn 3. He's going to hang back for just a second. May try to get him on DRS coming out of 3, but Fable able to open up enough of a gap that that move probably will not happen.
Looks like Veloce got by Zola. Interesting. Feel like Veloce is trying to give Zola a toe.
Indeed, and that's the right call at this point, considering time penalties. Veloce wanting to put Zola up into the best possible position for points. That is 100% the right call. Dad Stop Gaming picking up a 3-second time penalty. Hakkinen with 3 seconds. Fable now with 13 seconds. That's all but going to guarantee that Zola will potentially take P2. Oh, now with a little bit of a fight going on between Hakkinen and Fable.
They're trying to pull her. Yeah, I think Zola's gonna have to settle here for P3. I don't think he's gonna have enough pace to catch up to Hakkinen, even with that 3-second time penalty. But a podium nonetheless. If
we will see what happens. Of course, then Zola could also be potentially staring down the barrel of a double overtake here, given the gap between Dad Stop Gaming and Velace right now.
Yeah, but he'd still be too far. He won't be within 3 seconds. So, as far as the time penalty goes, whether he finishes here in front of Dad Stop Gaming is not really going to make the difference in the day. And I'm one that likes to win on merit.
Fair enough. Oh, looks like we could be seeing the move right here. Is Zola gonna go to? Whoa!
Yeah, it was dangerous.
Wow. And Zola is. That is amazing.
That's if I watch it. I don't know. I'm gonna put that for him. That was.
What? I didn't see it. What happened?
It looked like Velace
looked like he
pushed
bumped
Dad
him.
Stop Gaming. Yeah.
And Zola is going to bring home P3. Nath is going to be our race winner, followed by Hakkinen, Zola, Velace, Fable, Dad Stop Gaming, Manic Meerkat, Herbinator, PRUFC, and Beastian is going to come around to take 10th. All drivers finishing in the points. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been an absolutely fabulous race. Absolutely fabulous in terms of some of the things we've seen. Couple of questionable moves, and Dad Stop Gaming is going to take home driver of the day. Right, and Young, I'm going to turn it over to you to close this out.
Well, are you one of the people who likes to interview people? I'm not, but I can.
I do. Yeah, so I can pull a couple people in. Let's see what's going on. Let me go ahead and see if I can get them in here. Alright, let me go. We're going to try to get Nath, Hakkinen, and Zola in here.
Like I said in the beginning, penalties going to make or break you on this track. Very important to not get penalties, as Zola found out.
All right, let's see if we can get them. On in. And congratulations to Zola on that podium finish. We now have Nath joining the party. Nath, if you could please include your audio. All right, so Nath, from qualifying clear through to the end of the race, absolutely fabulous performance here. Take us through your thought process here to everything that went into this race. We'd love to hear how it all went down.
I didn't really have a thought process. I was just driving.
Well, all said, still very impressive performance, especially in the latter steps of this race. It looked like you were in a position where you could have potentially come under a little bit of pressure from CVT Mask. What was your strategy going into the close of this race to bring it home?
I was kind of praying for a safety car, a virtual safety car, because my fuel was pretty low. Like, I put in 1 lap of fuel and I had like 0.2 left, so I did kind of need the safety car. It's unfortunate that he spun though. Like, he was the one that caused that.
Absolutely. But again, fabulous showing, and congratulations on bringing home the race win today. Very well deserved. You've certainly made a mark in the XRL, and I hope that you continue to do so going forward. Great showing from you today.
Good job.
Thank you. Hopefully, I can do as good in Division One.
Absolutely. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on you as the season progresses.
All right. See you later.
All right. All right. Still waiting on hopefully Hakkinen to come in. Zola not able to come in due to the fact that he has to get XRRL set up, but very impressive performance from Zola today as well. Just wanted to make mention of that. And looks like we're not going to be able to get Hakkinen in. So Young, I will turn it over to you to go ahead and close us out for this race.
Well, thank you all for joining us here at XRL for our development division. Pretty interesting race. A lot of interesting moves, some sketchy moves, some sketchy sketchiness all around the track, honestly, especially there towards the end. It's always good to see the youth push each other. Sometimes a little too hard, but competition's competition. But that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and see you in the future.
That it is, and very wise words by my co-commentator Young Maneuver. Well, 20 drivers started this race, 10 drivers remain, and that will close us out for the Extreme Racing League's development division. I'm XRL Raptor. I was joined today by Young Maneuver. And make sure that you join us in less than an hour's time for the Extreme Racing League's full distance realistic division. And we will see you next time. I'm out of here.